Hey, what's happening? This is Frankie B. And guess what? I'm back on the art. This time around, this is a wonderful book, Gods and Gears. This was the 4-issue limited series. I love this character, Malacarnum. As soon as I saw that, a giant walking with an axe, I was like, okay, I gotta try something. So pretty much this time around, it's gonna be him versus Ezamar in dragon form. So it's going to be my next guest cover. All right, so you can see where I have the artwork. I actually got a sign too, by Ryan Wynn. Now, this right here is going to be the sketch cover. As you see, I did some non-photo blue, laid that down. And before I really get big time into it, I just want to thank everyone for just coming to check this out. Hang around for a little bit and see some art. This is going to be another mashup video. And pretty much, just me talking a little bit. I don't want to drag the ears until they pop off your head and run away and stuff going, oh my God, this guy's talking. But just talk a little bit, just so you can know that there's a human being on this other end who's doing all this stuff by hand, like the old schoolers. I'm an old schooler too. And then once I go through my little, talking point, then pretty much I'll shift over to hyperlapse. So anyway, let's get going. All right, first off, let me take a little swig. It's lunchtime, so I'm gonna take my protein shake out. It's good stuff, man. This one's oats and maple. Good stuff. Need it, man. Keep your energy up. So I pretty much laid out everything pretty much. Let me stop saying pretty much. Jeez. Oh, all right. So I saw this character and I was like, oh man, I just want to do like a really cool, just seeing this character battling this dragon, So what I'm gonna do is, now over here, I'm gonna have it like he's already maybe broken off part of it, just so you get a sense that they've been fighting a little bit. Because I want to show some damage, so maybe it's broken off a little bit. I'm gonna show some stress, stuff like that on here. Maybe even now I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna probably have it like this is kind of, maybe broken off a little bit. So they've been in a prolonged battle. This character right here is pretty solid build, so which is cool. And he has his axe. So let's see, how's this look? First off, I love the style of Gods and Gears. It's just a really nice, it just gets right to the point kind of thing. It's funny because it has that nice sketchy kind of look. I used to do a lot of this kind of sketchy stuff when I was working in advertising, which was pretty cool, fun. Although again, there's that part of me where I look at it and I just feel like it's in my mind, when I do it, I feel it's unfinished. Other people look at it and go, oh man, I love it, but I'm just, okay. At that point, I just go, well, I'm not gonna make a big scene about it. It is what it is. If it's making people happy and stuff like that, then more power. Just keep the art flowing. You know what I mean? So, all right. So he has these big, massive gloves. Yeah, make his fist really big over on his side. So he's got his axe. Make that larger. And I kind of had their names down here. This is another classic Frankie B where, I have the name, the battle kind of laid out in there. And there's a lot of steam and carnage and stuff like that going on. So, all right. So let's go with some pencil now. All right, everything's looking good. Let me just make sure. I got the camera a little, well, not the camera, but my phone a little bit lower. So I'm gonna have it where it's kind of like it's melted a little bit. It's a really cool character. Show like, some damage and stuff like that. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. Assume that his helmet is, this time around, I'm just gonna have it sort of I could probably use some thicker lines over there. And this is what happens. I start talking out loud because now you can tell I'm really starting to get into the piece. I want to thin that out a little bit right there. I don't get too crazy. So his helmet goes down to his chin. But I'm gonna give it a little rise in the back, just a little bit. He has that nice classic kind of, when I think of Marvel kind of look. Who's that character? Oh man, Frank. I can't think of it. Like the character's right there. It's a Marvel character, but I cannot think of the name off the top of my head. It's gonna come to me too. I'm gonna probably like, you know, as soon as I'm heading off to bed, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, there you go. I think it's the Collector. I think that's the name of the character. The Collector? I feel like that might be his name. I think he might have been a Fantastic Four, old school Fantastic Four nemesis. It's like I can just see the image. I said before in previous videos, man, my memory is just like when it comes to names, but faces, like in my head, I can see this character's face. He has that nice, this character has that nice, what's that, furrow? Was that furrow chin kind of? Yeah, let's hit it with some, all right. All right, let's see. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna bring it all the way to shadow. Looks kind of lame when it just sort of stopping over there. And this is how my the way my mind works is that as I start drawing, I'm constantly going through. God, I gotta stop saying it twice, saying words twice. Let me just say it one more time then. I'm constantly going through my mind about changes and stuff like that. So I have to admit, it has been a while since I've penciled. I'm starting to now get back into just penciling a lot of my stuff out. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of that once I start working on the Kaijus and Cowboys pages for the actual series. Just to, you know, I'm gonna find a middle ground. I'm gonna find a way that fits me, so that I can be expedient, but also I want strong quality work. Yeah, very, very honored that the book got picked up. Definitely a huge plus. Let's have it where it's kind of cracked, and maybe, you know, just maybe break it a little bit. I like that kind of battle worn fracture. Put some dents in it. So they've been fighting for a prolonged period. Another little drink of my protein drink. All right, here's massive arms. The cool thing about it is I love that the designs here are they're just classic, you know. I'm not gonna say simple designs, but they're just a classic superhero, you know, kind of designs, which I love personally. I think that it allows the artist who is drawing them, a lot of freedom, to really be able to play around with certain things on how the character looks, and just a really good design. So I'm gonna do that. I think I've said in previous videos that I'm gonna draw like he's had. So they've been going at this for a little bit. So I think I've said before in previous videos. Again, I'm heavily influenced by Herb Trimpe, Jack Kirby, but also John Byrne, right? Which is just a given. His just the way he would just block the blacks, and really the energy in his artwork is just staggering to behold. I love that. Just come on. All right, that's looking good. Liking the way that's feeling. All right, so let's see. I definitely made his let's get that line across. These are much more probably thicker, maybe. So his shoulders out. He has like a belt, so let's just do that. All right, here we go. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna switch over to hyperlapse, And again, thank you so much for coming by my channel and checking out my work. And by all means, I got a lot of other videos up there. So please, if you truly do believe that it's the kind of channel that you like, then subscribe. And if, if you don't and you feel like someone else may dig it, please, by all means, share. The love is there and it's appreciated. So anyway, I'm going to switch over now to hyperlapse. And as always, let's keep that art flowing.